Well, it's been nearly 18 years since a group of artists were caught living in a one-room apartment that they built inside the Providence Place Mall. And then they were all banned for life from the mall. Now a documentary film about their experience is gearing up for its theatrical release at the mall. Boston Globe columnist Dan McGowan joins us now. It's hard to believe it's been 18 years.
I know, it was the first year I moved to Providence, and
wow.
I feel so old.
Yeah,
I remember it so well.
Right? So the documentary Secret Mall Apartment has been playing at film festivals across the country. But now, as I mentioned, it's going to get a screening at the theater at the Providence Place Mall. Was the goal always for that to happen?
I think if you were to ask the director, Jeremy Workman, and the executive producers, Jesse Eisenberg, if you were to ask them, I think their goal was, yeah, always try to get it into the mall because of the buzz that it would create here locally. They get some national headlines out of it. What they're really excited about from talking to them is that this is going to air in theaters across the country. Even here in Rhode Island, Jane Pickens is going to have it the same night on March 21st. And so, but I think this is sort of a big achievement for them. And at the very least, these guys love jokes and love, that's the artist thing. And so I think they're smiling a lot about this one.
Is the film getting some critical acclaim?
Yeah, it's done very well at a lot of these, these independent film festivals. It first played at South by Southwest last year, got huge, great reviews. Hasn't won a major awards yet, but definitely people seem to like it.
So as we've been reporting, the mall has gone into receivership and is under some new leadership. How do they feel about welcoming the filmmakers back to the mall? Because as we said, they were banned for life.
Yeah, I called John Dorsey, or I emailed John Dorsey, who's the receiver at the mall, and I had floated this idea to him months ago. I said, look, you guys need to have these guys in. You need to make a scene and just embrace it. Give everybody a pass on the ban, that kind of thing. And sure enough, they're into this. They want to coordinate an event with all the artists, so they're going to kind of lean into this.
And so you've seen this movie a couple of times. Give us a sense of the flavor of it. What can people expect if they go to see it?
Well, for Rhode Islanders, the best thing, you're just going to love all the old footage. Remember, these guys recorded what they did. So there's lots of that. And the most impressive part of the film is how they actually got cinder blocks into the mall in front of everybody's eyes and how they got away with it.
It's just such a wild story. Did they create the apartment inside the mall specifically to make this movie about it?
No, that was kind of came later. Their idea was simply, we want to create art. That was all it was. And then they got the bright idea, hey, we have this little, not a flip phone, but like a camera kind of thing that we can take some video, and that's what they did.
Now, do you think that they would ever do another art installation and recreate it in the mall so that maybe people can go visit it or something like that?
This is my idea. I think the Tiffany is the perfect place. It's leaving the mall. You should put it right in there. I think it's a great idea. They did, in fact, for this documentary, recreate the entire apartment. Wow. And then they tore it all down.
Oh.
And so they'd have to do it again.
They could do it again. All right. Boston Globe, Rhode Island columnist Dan McGowan, thanks so much for being here.
Good to see you.
And of course, you can read more of Dan's reporting online and in Roadmap every day, as well as on WPRI.com.